Welcome to Outlaw Dreams Garage. Take it away, Colin.
Oh, okay. I'm Colin. This is Corey.
Yep.
Today we're going to be working on the 2011 GMC Acadia. We're going to be putting timing chains in, which requires dropping the motor out the bottom. So we're going to get started on that. Stick around.
What are we going to do first?
We're going to pull out the airbox and
wait for this guy to drive by.
And then take the sight shield off and start unplugging some stuff. Get the fuse box out of the way. Unplug the engine harness from the fuse box. Get that out of the way.
First step, we're going to remove the battery terminals.
Alright done.
Alright, well there you go. So that was the first thing we did. So stick around, we're going to throw you guys in a little bit of a time lapse.
Alright, so we've got the airbox out. We unhooked the vacuum hose from the brake booster. Disconnected the fuel line. The fuel return line. Disconnected the ECM plugs and more vacuum line. Over on this side we got rid of the fuse box, unplugged the engine harness from the fuse box. There's two parts to it. It just slides apart. There's a clip on the bottom side. Take it apart, it slides apart. And then the entire wiring harness goes with the motor, so you don't have to unplug everything. So now we're gonna jack it up, drain some fluids, and go from there. Alright, so quick update. Got the top radiator hose off this side, the power steering reservoir loose and pulled to the side so that I can see the engine mount bolts. The bottom of the airbox is out. There's two grounds that go here and here. Those come off and go with the motor. This is the gear selector. It's off and pulled to the side now. The transmission cooler lines, one in the back, loose, one up here in the front. I've got it pulled off to the side. AC line. I had the refrigerant backed out at a shop in town before I started. The other one I took off at the pump. The steering knuckle is off. The drive shaft and the exhaust pipe. So all I gotta do now is take out the mount bolts for the subframe and these two engine mount bolts here, and I should be able to leave it sit on the floor. Alright, motor's out now. A couple of things that were hard to see is this AC hose where I took it off here on the pump. It stayed with the car, and then I forgot about the heater hose over here. everything off the outside of the motor now. Valve covers and timing cover all off. I'm ready to get started taking the timing apart. So the problem that I was having with this was a fluctuation in RPMs. It would lose about 100 to 200 RPMs just under a load going up a hill. And I think that comes from the oil that's down inside the spark plug tubes. I got new coils, new spark plugs, so I'll be putting those on too. If you're gonna do a job like this and get this deep, I would recommend a repair manual. It tells you all the steps you need to follow to do this job. It's all done. It runs. I'll start it up for you here in a minute. It took me about 16 hours to do it this way. It's a pretty involved process. So, have any questions, leave us a comment. If we helped you out, help us out with a like and a share, subscribe. Thanks a lot. It pretty much started like that the first time too. Fired right up. This engine was running and driving before I started, so I was just doing routine maintenance. Got about 130,000 miles on it. They're known for timing chains getting sloppy, so I wanted to get that taken care of before I had a major problem.